As you know, after Steam rolled out trade protection, the popular swap accept item theft through fake trades became far less common. But the account takeover method itself didn't change, and it's still very effective. In this video, we'll break down the most common ways attackers steal access to accounts and how to protect yourself. How does the takeover scheme work? A scammer spins up a site with a spoofed Steam login page and plants it in search or lures victims via DMs. The fake sign-in page looks almost identical to the real one. All the buttons work and the QR code works too. When the victim enters a username and password, the scammer's software relays those credentials into the real Steam login form. When the user clicks sign in, the scammer does the same, and Steam sends a sign-in prompt to the user's device. The user mistakenly thinks that since they're trying to sign in right now, they're approving their own login. That's the error. Sometimes Steam flags the attempt as suspicious, but the user may ignore it and approve anyway, believing it's them logging in. If the scammer wants to be extra stealthy, they can even work around that warning. Because they see the victim's IP on their site, they can route login attempts through a server geographically close to the user. But what about QR sign-in? Sadly, that doesn't save you. In fact, it can make the takeover easier. When the victim opens the spoofed login, the scammer pulls a QR from the real Steam page, injects it into the fake page, and shows it to the user. The victim scans the QR. The Steam app shows a login request that was initiated by the scammer. The user thinks they're approving their own site login and taps approve. Done. The scammer gets access. The worst part is the victim often doesn't realize they just granted access to a third party. Everything looks fine. Items are still there. They can open their account. Unfortunately, no. Once in, the scammer saves your session with the secret parameter Steam Login Secure, Refresh Token, Access Token, and can reuse that session to authenticate on Steam anytime. What can a scammer do with a stolen session? Quite a lot. Remove your friends and DM them. Change your profile. See your trade URL and send you offers through it. Create trade offers, though they can't confirm them without your mobile authenticator. Accept inbound trades if nothing leaves on your side. And maybe the nastiest part, sign into third-party sites that support Steam authentication. For example, they can log into our site. If you have a balance, they'll cash it out. If you don't, they can generate an API key on your account and watch for balance changes. Once funds appear, they can spend them by buying items to their own account. How to protect yourself from this type of takeover, or what to do if you've already been hit. 1. Open Steam. Go to Support. My Account. Manage account details, security, and devices. You'll see all authorized sessions for your account. Scroll down until you see the Sign Out Everywhere button. This kills all active sessions, so only someone with your mobile authenticator can get back in. If the scammer had access, now they won't. You can do this proactively as a just-in-case step. 2. Block creating and using a Market API key. Go to Security Settings, click Disable API, then block. This fully blocks API key creation on your account. If a scammer gets into your Steam and our site, they won't be able to buy items with your balance. 3. In Security Settings, turn on two-factor authentication. Install Authy or Google Authenticator on your phone, scan the site's QR code, enter the generated code. Now the app will generate a one-time code every 30 seconds. Even if a scammer gets access, they can't withdraw money without that code. 4. In Market Settings, link your email. We recently added a new safety feature. We email you sign-in alerts for your Market account. You'll get a message showing the IP and browser used to log in. We also email you when an API key is created on your account. About the API feature, it's a great tool for pro traders who can code and automate sales with bots. It lets you check your site balance, list items for sale, toggle sales, buy to other trade URLs, and move balance between accounts. All that without even opening the site. The problem is it's not meant for beginners, and misuse can cost you your balance. Usually this happens when a user accidentally shows or shares their secret API key with a scammer. For example, during a screen share call, or when the scammer promises to top up their balance via API and asks them to create, copy, and send the key, or when the user installs a fake trading bot whose only purpose is to exfiltrate API keys. One of the latest tricks is a fake how-to that makes you send a request to a fake API server. It's simple. The scammer posts a page about a popular market issue like deposit delays, inventory refresh, or releasing held balance with a detailed fix. The victim is told to create an API key and make a request to the API, but instead of market.csgo.com, the scammer's guide points to something like market.csgo-api.com, so the request goes to market.csgo-api.com, which the scammer controls. They grab the API key and use it to buy items to their account. So if you don't actually use the API feature, we recommend turning it off in security security by clicking block. And if you run into any issues on the site, just open a ticket in technical support.